Law enforcement, a profession where men and women risk their lives daily while ensuring others protection of life, property, and civil rights. The challenges to a police officer are many. They're dispatched to crime and emergency scenes. They respond to legal violations, accidents, and domestic disputes. They also make arrests, perform searches and seizures, and conduct investigations. It's for all these reasons that police officers need to be ready in both body and mind to meet the daily challenges of their profession. In order to ensure that officers are prepared for these challenges, recruits must first satisfy a number of requirements. All candidates must take and pass a Physical Ability Test, or PAT, administered by the Commonwealth's Human Resources Division. In addition, many departments require candidates to take and pass a written examination. The hiring department may also conduct an interview, background check, and a psychological examination. The PAT and the medical examination, which precedes it, satisfy three key hiring requirements. First, the PAT, along with a written test, are the two parts of the Civil Service Exam program for departments in civil service communities. Secondly, the medical exam and the PAT satisfy the requirements of the initial medical and physical fitness standard programs in many communities. Finally, these tests are prerequisites for entry to a police academy. The Human Resources Division has worked closely with local police departments and the Massachusetts Criminal Justice Training Council to ensure that the physical ability test is a fair indicator of an individual's ability to carry out a series of job-related tasks. Each candidate wishing to participate in the physical ability test must first pass a standardized job-related medical examination conducted by a physician. An EMT will be on site at the PAT to check candidates' blood pressure, pulse rate, and temperature just prior to the test beginning. The physical abilities test includes 4 events. Each event evaluates abilities necessary to be a successful police officer. The test simulates a number of potential circumstances that may arise during a single incident. The first of the 4 events involves an obstacle course, followed by a simulated takedown and handcuffing of a suspect. The second event is a trigger pull, 6 per hand. The third event simulates separating and controlling individuals in a dispute. The last event is a 25-foot dummy drag. You will receive detailed instructions on these events before you begin each one. All 4 events will be timed. You must pass all events to be eligible for a position in a Massachusetts Police Department. Listen closely to the instructions of the test monitors. Failure to follow the monitor's instructions may result in failing the test. It's important that you pace yourself during the examination so that you do not become exhausted before it is completed. Keep in mind that all events are to be completed as quickly and safely as possible. There will be a very brief rest period between events, and water will be available to you while you move through the events. The physical abilities test requires you to demonstrate upper body strength and upper and lower leg strength, as well as muscular endurance and flexibility. Due to the demands of this test, it is important that you train effectively beforehand. We strongly encourage you to train appropriately. A test preparation guide is available to help candidates. The 16-week program contained in the guide provides you with the best possible chance for a successful exam. The first event is a timed 340-yard obstacle course marked by cones. You will be required to cover the course as quickly as possible, wearing a duty belt equipped with a holster, plastic gun, and nightstick. You may also wear knee pads and/or elbow pads. In this event, speed will affect your score. However, you must keep in mind that police officers perform their duties in a way that is quick and efficient, without risking unnecessary injuries. When it is time to begin this event, you will be positioned at the start line. The monitor will say, "Ready," and then after a few seconds will issue the command, "Go." You must complete 4 laps of the course. On the first lap, go under the 19-inch bar. Try to roll to avoid any type of abrasions. On the second lap, climb up the steps, across the platform, and down the steps, touching each and every step with alternating feet.
Up the stairs one at a time, down the stairs one at a time.
On the third lap, go through the window opening. For safety reasons, avoid diving through. On the fourth lap, go over the 5-foot wall. For your own safety, attempt to land on your feet.
Over the wall!
Then weave through the cones following the marked path, proceeding to the power station. When approaching the power station, run around the cone to the marked box below the hanging punch bag. You must come to a complete stop inside of this box. Grasp the bag below the chain, and pushing the bag, touch it to the ground beyond the marked line. The bag must be fully across the line. If you fail to do this, the monitor will state again, and you should repeat this takedown maneuver until the bag is successfully and correctly pushed to the ground beyond the painted line. Return the bag to the starting position. Walk or run back around the apparatus to the simulated handcuffing machine. Immediately place at least one knee on the kneeling pad. Reach over and pull one handlebar, and while still grasping the first handle, reach over and pull the other handlebar. But do not reach for both handles simultaneously. Pull both handles together so that they touch in the middle. Keep pulling until the monitor says stop. Slowly release the handlebars to their starting position. Do not allow handlebars to snap back. The next event is a trigger pull using each hand. This task will require you to hold the handgun at your side, raise it with your arm fully extended and parallel to the ground, and squeeze the trigger 6 times. This should be performed in each hand. When you lift the gun to fire it, your arm must be parallel to the ground, or a monitor will say again, and you will need to repeat the procedure. You must complete 6 shots with one hand, then without lowering your arm, switch the gun to the other hand and complete 6 more shots. You will hear a click each time you successfully squeeze the trigger. This event will be timed.
Ready?
Yes.
Go!
The next event simulates separating one party from another and controlling individuals involved in a dispute. For this event, you will be required to pull the weighted punching bag backward and touch it to the ground beyond the marked line 2 times. Both feet must also cross the marked line for an attempt to be successful. Once you have successfully completed 2 repetitions, a monitor will say stop.
You ready?
Yes.
Go. Good. Good.
The last event is a timed drag or carry of a dummy over a straight 25-foot course. Grasp the dummy any way that is comfortable to you, and then drag or carry it to the finish line. Both you and the dummy must completely cross the finish line. Your score will be the amount of time it takes from start to finish.
Ready. Go. Put up.
The Human Resource Division will immediately notify the hiring police department and the Massachusetts Criminal Justice Training Council whether you have passed or failed the physical ability test. Contact the police department hiring you about the next steps in the employment process. Police work is a challenging and rewarding career. Your physical fitness for duty throughout your entire career will be the key to protecting the lives of people who live and work in Massachusetts.